Number 25 TCU men's basketball lost to unranked Texas 77-66. So what exactly happened? Texas was up 43-32 at halftime. Both teams scored 34 points in the second half. And I'm going to go over the stats on the game. And I'm not going to go over the points on turnovers because it says 0-0. I'm sure that's not correct. I am positive that is not correct. Fast break points TCU 72. Points in paint favor Texas 44-28. That's definitely one of the differences in the game here. And TCU didn't shoot the ball bad. 50% from the field on 54 attempts. 58.3% on threes on 12 attempts. 71.4% on free throws on 7 attempts. 21 rebounds. 7 of those offensive. That's not nearly enough rebounds to win the game. 17 assists. 6 steals. 4 blocks. 14 turns. 14 fouls. And how many points off the bench? 4 plus 10, that's 14 plus 3, that's 17 points. And it's not including 4 double-digit scores that combine for, 15 plus 10, that's 25. Plus 13, that's 38. Plus 10, that's 48. And one other player with 6 or more points with 9 points. And Texas had 15 points off the bench. And 3 double-digit scores that combine for 13 plus 15, that's 28. Plus 21, that's 49 points. And it's not including 4 other players that combine for, 7 plus 6, that's 13. Plus 9, that's 22. Plus 6, that's 28. So, thus, they scored all the points for Texas. And they shot slightly better than TCU, 50.9% from the field on 57 attempts. 50% on threes on 12 attempts. 86.7% on free throws on 15 attempts. 34 rebounds, 14 of those offensive, 14 assists, 11 steals, 5 blocks, 16 turns, 14 fouls. And this does affect the Big 12 standings because now TCU is now down to 5-4 in the conference, and they ended their 3-game winning streak with this loss today. And Texas is now 4-5 in the conference, and they won the last 4 byes. If you look at the latest bracketology, I think they're off of that now with this win. But there's still a long way to go between now and selection show. So, what does TCU have in the next 5 games? They got to go on the road to Iowa State. That's going to be difficult. Win or lose for Iowa State the next game or 2, or even next 2 games. But either way. Then you got West Virginia at home. And you better not sleep on them because they're better than their record shows. Got to go on the road to Kansas State. And that's a Kansas State team that's going to have to fight for their lives for the NCAA tournament. So that's not necessarily an easy game. Though I know they're not playing great right now, but you get the whole point. And then you got to go on the road to Texas Tech. So, yeah. 1, 3. Yeah, the next 3 out of 4 are on the road. And it's not including a home game against Cincinnati, who is also desperate for NCAA tournament bid. So, yeah. Now, Texas, on the other hand, the next 5 games goes as follows. You got Iowa State at home. So, what's funny is the next game for both these teams is Iowa State. And you got West Virginia at home, which you better not lose to Texas. You're on the bubble. You cannot afford a bad loss. And I get their record is not as bad as it shows, but you cannot lose to them, simply put. Or you're going to hurt your NCAA tournament chances. Then you got to go on the road to Houston. You got Kansas State at home, which is fortunate because if it was on the road, it would have been more dangerous. But still, Kansas State's desperate for good quality wins at this point to find a way to make the NCAAs. Because they're probably on the net. They even lost to Oklahoma State today. Yeah, they're really reeling right now, Kansas State is. And then you got to go on the road to Kansas, and that's going to be difficult. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 or more, so make money off this. Of course, like the video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button. It's free, the notification bell as well. And I'm going to go over real fast the Big 12 standings. This is as of this recording, and it's going to change obviously with Houston and Kansas today. Win or lose, it doesn't really matter. I mean, and same thing goes for Iowa State and Baylor, so that's no reason. Houston 6-2, Iowa State 5-2, Texas Tech 5-2, which Texas Tech plays Cincinnati, and that's not going to be an easy game. Kansas 5-3, Baylor 4-3, TCU 5-4, Oklahoma 4-4, Texas 4-5, Kansas State 4-5, BYU 3-4, Cincinnati 3-5, UCF 3-5, West Virginia 3-5, and Oklahoma State 2-7. So that's just a little bit of an update. And if there is an upset with that Kansas game, Kansas beating Houston, I'll definitely go over the standings by then, because I know for a fact that after that game, we should know the standings a little bit clearer. And I might have to do it later, too, because of the Baylor game. Got to prepare to watch that game. So, just an FYI on that.